How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another review. Today I'll be focusing on Bullyland's Lambeosaurus, which is supposed to represent the species Lambeosaurus lambe, and easily recognizable if you know that this species has a crest in the shape of what kind of reminds me of a mitten, which is in red. This good color scheme here is consisted of yellow, some brown, and blue, which all seem to blend into each other, although there's some paint wear on some of the scales. More like a sloppy paint job, but you get what I'm saying. Lambeosaurus is a hadrosaur and is related to the more well-known Parasaurolophus and Corythosaurus. I really like the addition to a duckbill shown here because it really seems to stand out on this figure. What is sad is the fact that this figure sure is retired, which is just very unfortunate for Bullyland, as I'm sure they're also coming to an end. Nonetheless, I kindly recommend you to get this figure before it's gone. For ranking, I'm going to say this figure gets, once again, highly recommended. I agree with this because I really like how scientifically accurate it became. And this figure was introduced in 2014. Meaning that although I am like around 5 years late of getting this figure, which I recently have now, I was fortunate to get my hands on this. And that's not all for today, because believe it or not, I have updated my collection with a new shelf here. You can see some of my figures already on here, including a newcomer, the PNSO Tianyu Long. I upgraded this side with the Cambrian Life Safari Limited tube, and there is my Dimorphodon, Collecta's Deluxe Dimorphodon is what they call it. This shelf here is basically like a smallish upgrade. This shelf has a few new figures, including that Hatzegopteryx by Collecta. I also moved one of my favorite figures, the Collecta Gigant Spinosaurus, up to here. This section is a pretty unusual one, but you can see my Cosmoceratops of Collecta here. This is a lower area, and though it doesn't have much to deal with, you can at least see that I've done some sort of good ordering. Well, I mean, I organized it. This area is basically mostly herbivores. And you see the Safari Ltd. Edmontosaurus, Regaliceratops, Collecta's Mantellisaurus, and Lexovisaurus, and Safari Ltd.'s Shunosaurus. Sorry about that. And finally, here is my lowest shelf. And believe it or not, can probably slightly see my Lambeosaurus. someone also upgraded this lower section with the PNSO Odontocheilus on that side. And we also have this Nyctosaurus here. You can see at least part of the Lambeosaurus is still wet. Basically, this is a collection update as well. So, I'll see you later. Goodbye.